Alright, so I've been trying to shoot this video for a couple years now, since probably I was in high school. I've been trying to start something like this. I've always enjoyed recording and editing videos, but I guess I just didn't have the time as I got older, and also I didn't have really much to talk about or share. I got the inspiration from my buddy Gilbert, who told me he wanted to start a podcast, and did it. And at first, not that I believe that he can do it, but it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, well, everybody has podcasts, but if you say you're gonna do it, well, I'll believe it when I see it. And a week later, a little over a week later, I was on his podcast recording his first episode. So there's 3 things that I want to share on this channel. And the first thing's going to be, just my career as a business owner, a young business owner who for the past 4 years has had a small business with my dad it's an irrigation business. Originally, I was going to be a nurse, and I was in nursing school when I started. Not nursing school, but I was going to school to get my associates to get into nursing school 4 years ago. And when I started the business, I went back to try to finish it, but it was very difficult to try to work full time and then finish the classes. I just didn't have the drive or motivation to finish, so I decided, well, I like, being my own boss in a way and working for myself. So I said, well, I'm going to stick with the irrigation company and try to see what I can do with that. Fast forward a couple years to now, and I'm kind of venturing off into my own lane because, again, that is with my dad. And I don't know, I just wanted to find a way to, make some extra income and kind of do my own thing and see what I can do on my own, because the irrigation side, even though my dad likes to say I'm the boss, he's the one who brings in the clients. I'm a licensed irrigator, but he's the one with the experience, so I'm gonna continue to work with him, but at the same time venture off and try to do my own thing. And what I decided to do was real estate. So the second thing that I want to talk about on this channel, or share on this channel, is my journey with my health. I've been overweight my whole life, and it wasn't up until when I turned 20 that I started, I got to my heaviest weight at 263, and I was like, no, I need to do something. Alright, so I'm going to pause on the second reason for this channel, which is, my health journey, and go to the third reason, which is going to be anxiety. And go back to, my first reason, which is my career. When I was starting I had already been in the business for a year and a half with my dad, went back to school to try to finish, and I had a really bad panic attack, which led to a couple years of anxiety. And, it was about 2.5 years of, struggling with anxiety. I was able to, get a lot better on my own, but it was still lingering anxiety that I had to. That for a while there, I thought, hey, this is just something I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life. But that wasn't true. I reached out, I got some help, and I'm doing a whole lot better. I'm at the point where I don't have that random anxiety at random times of the day. A lot of it now is situational, where I put myself in a stressful situation that don't make anybody anxious, but for me it makes me a little bit more anxious. But I know over time, the more exposure I get in stressful situations, the more my body's going to regulate. And I don't want this channel to be all about anxiety, but it is something I dealt with for the past 2.5-3 years. And it's something that I would like to share and hopefully reach someone who's struggling with it, because anxiety sucks. You feel like you're gonna die. During my journey with health, any diet or any type of workout I did was for my anxiety. should want to eat well and work out for longevity, you know, for overall health, not just for one specific thing. Like same thing with like weight loss. For the longest time before that, my journey with health was to lose weight. There's more to health than just weight loss, as well as anxiety. So for the past 2.5 years, I've been doing diets and workouts, praying that it was going to heal my anxiety, but no, it wasn't. So now that my anxiety is, you know, under control, and I've got my life back, and I'm doing things that I used to do, and I'm doing more than I used to do now. Something I'm really going to start taking serious, and I've always taken it serious, but you know, this time I can really focus on it and not let anxiety be the main reason for the choices I make in my diet and or my nutrition and my exercise. Now I'm focusing on my overall health, how I feel, how I look, how I perform, you know, in the gym. All right. So let me bring everything back together, because I know I've been all over the place. But this channel is going to be about 2 things with a sprinkle of a third thing. The first one is going to be my new journey into real estate, starting a business on my own, seeing how I'm going to be able to maintain both the irrigation with my dad and the new one on my own, which is real estate, and see how maybe I can bring them together. Whatever I can learn on my own, try to bring it back to my dad, and use the things I've learned with my dad on my journey, my new journey. The second thing is going to be, again, my health. And then the third thing, the little sprinkle on top, is going to be my anxiety. How my anxiety has shaped me to the person I am today. How can I help someone who maybe is struggling with anxiety and direct them to the right, path to recovery. So if it just takes a little, if it just takes me sharing my story to help someone, well, then I'm going to do it. So yeah, again, my name's Caesar. Thanks for watching. If you need a house in San Antonio or any of the surrounding areas, let me know.